See, we get the Alpha Wireless all the way from the building, so we're fine.
Okay.
We don't need we're good.
Okay.
I was assuming that was going to be the case, but I wasn't sure.
We got to check softball, but I'm sure Helmut's got that taken care
I think we should, which we can just take the laptop over there and just see if we get Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Or if you got the Alpha Wireless on the iPhone.
I've actually got it on I've got my laptop in the bag. And I've got the key there. Lucy can take it over there and check it.
like her.
Yep.
Good.
Or once we get going,
Remember the
we'll
way
check
haircut she
it.
had?
I'm someone
Is
that's
that
much
one?
out of this. We're
did?
muted, right?
Oh, I think so. No.
Okay, we're not friends.
That
I'm
was
just playing.
I don't think it really cares.
What?
I don't think I said anything to
I prefer.
That's it, you're fucked up.
I wasn't too big on her, but I prefer her on her, honestly. Wait, I like Mr. Melky though. Mr. Melky, I liked him. You remember National History Day? Yeah, that was like it was pretty easy honestly. It was a good way to get out of school. Yeah, because like all we did was
The only
just
thing
present it,
is
and
we
then we
have
just
to
walk
deal
around
with
for
is
like
we
2
get
hours,
glare.
like 2 or 3 hours,
So we get
and then just
view
go
what's
for the
in
and
the
get
room
them for the
sometimes
awards,
once it
and
gets
then
darker.
after that we just go home.
Yeah, I was doing that so we could see to get everything set up, but I see that that's there. Maverick, get the lights more, please.
Because once that's off, then we're fine.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll just go lights off.
I had Clemens let me into the
Thanks. We're gonna leave. We're
I
gonna
saw him
leave.
in the hallway and I was like, hey.
Yeah, good. I went to the room when I got here, so I was gonna go ahead and haul everything up here. I was like, oh god. I'm just gonna assume Connor did it. And I'll just go up there and check. I got up there. I was like, oh.
Yep. I'll let you. I was going to go get Britain and just have him unlock it. You know?
We'll get a key from Plymouth in the morning. We'll just break it. We'll pack everything up tonight and take it down. But we'll sleep tonight. I'm not going back in the building tonight.
Gotcha.
Everything's locked up.
Just back it up at least.
Yeah. So we don't go. Okay. This looks good. You did a good job zooming in on that. I went ahead and put it up there.
Number 3, foul.
We're ready to go on whenever you want.
21,
Let it rip.
call. Number 22,
Good evening, Panther Nation. What's going on?
Number
We're
20,
back with another broadcast here on LCTV. Matt Logan being joined by my number one guy, Connor Callahan, and of course Maverick Powell right here, my number 1A guy. Getting ready for the home opener for baseball as your Panthers are set to take on the Tigers of Meigs County.
Little City Panthers.
Here when we get to the anthem in just a second, we'll lay out for that, and then we'll be right back with some more Panther sports action right here on PSN, the division of LCTV.
Your pitcher, number 1, Brenton Dean. Playing catcher, number 2, Connor Turk. Playing first base, number 3, Stephen Abercrombie. Playing right field,
Maverick, you hear me good?
Wayne Claypool.
Try again. Test, test.
Yeah, we were having issues with that
Playing
the
second
other day.
base, number 4,
Try again, Matt.
John Moore.
Test one, test one.
Nope. One more.
Test, test.
Playing third base,
Nope.
number 7, Ryan Moore.
Brody
One
and
more.
Test, test.
And playing left field,
McGuire were having issues with that the other day too.
Jack
both audios come through, I just can't hear it.
Pretty much, yeah.
We gotta figure out.
Yeah. I don't know if it's just like maybe a wire went bad. I'm not sure, but yeah.
We gotta find a way to take care of those wires.
Well.
You ready, man?
Ready.
All right, here we go with the home opener for Panther baseball under a new coach and LCHS alum Nick Clemens here this evening. On the hill, we've got sophomore Branson Dean. Catching behind the plate, we've got Connor Turpin. Let's see, we got, I'm struggling today, Chris. Let's see. We've got Stephen Abercrombie at first base. We have Noah Morton, freshman at second. We've got Brian Myers at shortstop. Jacob Hatmaker, the lone senior on this year's squad, at third. We've got Luke Chadwick in left, Isaac Dye in center, and Lane Claybo in right. So Maverick, welcome to the broadcast. It's the first time doing commentary for you.
Thank you for having me on.
Oh, thanks for coming on, man. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. Come sit right there. So, getting ready here as Dean is on the hill warming up. Last year, Panthers had a pretty good run making it to regions behind Drew Henry and Trey Wilhite. A host of other seniors, BB, Brandon Bell, LCTV. So if you're experiencing any audio issues with what we're doing this evening, please let us know. We would appreciate that. Hey, Connor, Keylog was on. If anybody is out there that's listening to the broadcast that has my phone number and wants to let us know if that changed anything, that would be great. Maverick, say something so I can hear.
Hello.
Yeah, that was it. That was the issue.
Sweet.
Okay, cool. Cool. We got that set now. So, as Dean warms up, I want to thank you all for joining us this evening. It's a busy week for Panthers sports as the girls won a region game last night. Coach Collier took on her daughter as Your Lady Panthers beat Saudi Daisy by 10. The boys tip off at 7:45 this evening under Coach Brewster, so go Panthers on that. Soccer is away today. Softball is away today. Tennis is away today. So, big day for Panther sports. We'll be back this Thursday night with a softball home opener. First time we're going to be able to broadcast some softball right here on LCTV with our new field up here. We'll also be back Friday night with another softball game. So, 2 more games this week. We're off next week for spring break. And then we'll be hitting the ground running. And here we go. It's baseball time in the city. Dean?
Yeah.
Pitch there. First one's a strike. So if you'll look in the upper left corner of your screen at home, you'll be able to see the scoreboard there. It's a little foggy looking. Part of that's the weather. Part of that is we're going through the windows up here. So if somebody knows a good window cleaner, we can use them up here at the baseball press box. Ball on that one, so 1-1 the countdown. Maverick, you've watched a lot of baseball on your day?
Yes, sir, I did. I watched us Tennessee of UT claim our title and show Texas who the real UT is this summer.
Okay. So I had an occasion to meet Tony V as the first hit there of the game. Looks like it stopped in there in midfield, but the runner will be safe at first. So 1 on now for Max. Had occasion to meet him when I was working another school when I was working at Sweetwater, and he was a nice guy. So he told some pretty entertaining stories to us. You gonna turn us down a little bit there?
No, other way. Okay. Oh, okay. All right, thank you. Dean now with the pitch. Second batter, swing and a miss there, strike one. So Maverick, you're a big UT baseball fan. You picked up a lot of the finer points of the game yet?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good, because I don't know anything about it. Thanks, Kyler. Stay tuned, by the way, as the runner's stealing second there. He's safe. If he gets on the bag there. Official might have been a little out of position on that. Baseball's a lot quieter
Yes, it is.
than, hey, we shut that door. Thank you, Kyler. Baseball's a lot quieter than being in the gym for basketball, being in the press box for football, so it takes a little bit of getting used to here. Dean now checking the runner. He's got a healthy lead there. Swing and a miss on that. That'll be strike two. Excuse me, that was three. So swinging K right there. I was watching the runner steal and forgot to count that pitch. So 1 out now for the Panthers. 7 innings here in high school. Is that right? 7 and then 5 in a doubleheader? Or is it 9 and then 7 in a doubleheader? 7 straight up. Okay. Cool. Third batter here is up for Meigs County. Also another orange and black team. A lot of orange and black around here. Thank you for that feedback out there. For those of you listening up in Fountain City, we appreciate it. And the rest of you all joining us, we sure do appreciate you spending a Tuesday night with us here on LCTV. And there's the pitch. Ooh, brushed him off the plate there. Batter trying to get the runner to go. Terp did a good job chasing that down, denying the runner a chance to steal. So Coach Plemons got a pretty young squad out here this year, Maverick. You remarked earlier you saw quite a few freshmen out there.
There was, and I think the younger the people you have, by the time they're seniors, we'll have a real good baseball team. I think.
That's what we're hoping
100%.
for. Yeah, that's what we're definitely hoping for. As Terps comes out to have a little conference here with Dean. Maybe we should go over just a little bit here. It's something that happens quite a bit in baseball. If this is your first time watching a game or the first time watching a high school game, speed's a little bit different than MLB. MLB's got the pitch clock. We don't have that yet in high school. Count now with 1 out, 1 ball, runner on second. Dean, the sophomore, pretty good guy. Had him in class last year. Pretty sharp, pretty smart guy. So glad to have him out there. You know, Coach Plemons, just like Coach Bruce, are doing a good job recruiting some high-character guys for our teams out here. So Dean now with the pitch. Another ball, looks like. Just brushing him back off the plate just a little bit there. So Maverick, we're gonna have to come up with some stories or something to tell.
All
on
right.
this because there's a lot of dead air. You know, in basketball, it's boom, boom, boom. So and so's got the ball. So and so shoots it, and it looks like he tagged him a little bit there. That will send the runner to first. So
One thing I like about baseball is, with all the other sports, you always gotta have an eye on something. But baseball is a nice, relaxing thing, and just to watch, it'll calm you down.
You really just got to watch the pitcher and the batter for the most part. And right now, since we've got the runner on second, it's all in a straight line right there. Brushing him off again there. Dean having a little bit of control issues here early. Ball on him. So, crowd's starting to fill in here this evening. Let's see what we got coming here. There's a swing. Puts the ball in play. Gets right past the shortstop, shallow left. Going to gun that down. That's going to score one for Meigs. Off the double, advances the runner to second. So they got 2 on, 1 run for Meigs. So Tigers score first. Meigs, I was talking to Mr. Calabo earlier, one of our school board members, our in-stadium announcer here, Lane's dad. was telling me that Meigs had a pretty good run towards the state title last year. Made it pretty deep in the postseason, a little bit deeper than we did, I think, sectionals. So he said it's not going to be a walk in the park tonight. So we'll get settled in. I'm excited to see what the Panthers can do offensively. I had a chance to catch batting practice when I got up here earlier today. Looks like they can really put the ball in play. Ooh. Dean keeping him off the plate there. 2-0 the count. You got any good baseball? Did you play baseball when you were younger?
I played some rec league up at the Lee Russell Field a little bit.
Okay. A little T-ball action?
Little T-ball action.
That's where it's at. Hit off that tee. That's what I like about it. Healthy leads there for runners. That one looked like right down the pike. That'll be strike one. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. 2 on for the Tigers of Meigs. D now looking to settle in. You know, he's got to have a little bit of nerves here as a sophomore starting the home opener here. Swing and a miss on that, so another strike there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ooh, a lot of dead air. You know what I mean? I got to get used to doing baseball again, too. I've been used to it. And I'm over here watching. I got to watch the screen here. Connor, you got to coach me up, too, bud. That's right. There's a swing. Ball's in play. Right up through that gap into shallow left again. Going to hold the runner at third, but that's going to juice the bases here for the next batter for Meigs. So, Dean, pretty good pitch right there. Meigs just got a hold of that one.
The other thing about baseball is, even though it's a calm sport, you always get anxious when those scores are tied because the concentration this thing really has.
Yeah, it's a big concentration sport. You know, basketball is very frenetic. A lot of people compare basketball, for example, to jazz. Football is war because it's military. You're moving people around. You're trying to hold that line or defend that line or advance your territory. Baseball, a lot of ways, more of a gentleman's game. There's a lot more concentration, a lot more cerebral game. You got to be, like you said, there's a lot of anxiety in between pitches. That's got to be tough when you're at the plate. It's got to be tough when you're the one throwing it. It's a lot more individualistic in that way. But then again, you know, you've got your teammates out there backing you up, so even if you do put the ball in play, you've got, 8 other guys out there to help you out. So.
Correct, yes.
Coach Plemons also being joined by we got a whole new coaching staff because Coach Simmons moved on, and good luck to him and his next assignment there. Miss you, Simmons, but Coach Plemons, Parker Simpson also played here, so he's helping out Coach Plemons and Marty Fritz, who I haven't had the pleasure to meet yet. So foul tip on that one, strike one. Still got one out here. This is a good chance to turn a double play here, Mav.
And he hits it.
Chopper.
And it's caught, and it's 2 outs there.
Good job. You want to stop that runner right there at the plate. So good out there. Good eye. Is that Hatmaker right there? So that was Hatmaker. Who's playing short tonight? Ryan Myers. Ryan Myers also plays basketball here. We're waiting on Hunter Click to come back for baseball as well. He's getting ready to play a game here in about an hour over at Sequoia down there in Madisonville. Taking on Heritage again. Swing and a miss there, strike one. So we got a lot of big things coming from LCTV moving forward. Panther Sports Network is getting off the ground. Get in on the ground floor of it. We'll have some content coming out a little bit later this week. A little review of some things from basketball season. And we're going to be moving forward with some – we got to shout out to Miss Everett, our new assistant principal, for writing us a grant from TVA to get some drones. So 2 strikes now, 2 outs. Bases juiced. Panthers down 1. So we'll have some drones at least next year's coverage. Hopefully, maybe towards the end of the season here, but definitely next year we'll have some drones for our outdoor sports. Again, softball is going to be our bread and butter here for the spring, at least for the month of March. I think they've got 6 or 7 home games. And there's a pitch from Dean there. They're calling them. What's the call on that? 1 and 2. I'm not sure the scoreboard's accurate on that. That's what I'm watching for the. It's inside there. 2 balls now. 2-2 is the count. So 2-2-2 across the top there. Angel numbers should say 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, Conrad. There's 3 balls. See if Dean can't knock him down here, retire this side, get us out of this first inning here. First inning is usually the toughest one. Got to set the tone for the game. You got to set the tone, boys. You got to set the tone. Let's see what we got here. What was that? And full count here. 2 outs. Bases juiced. No, yeah. They're going. Runners are going. And that'll retire the side. Dean did a good job. Got in a little bit of trouble there with those bases loaded a couple times, but fought his way out of that. Way to battle is what they say. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here with the bottom of the first inning right here on LCTV. And we're back here with the bottom of the first inning. Leading off for the Panthers' first at-bat of the home season here. I believe this is opening day for high school baseball. With the lone senior of the squad, Jacob Hatmaker. Hatmaker's had a pretty good career here. Been a starter for at least 3 years, and the first one is a ball. Maverick, you got anything over there?
Look. Oh, and he hits it.
There we go.
On to.
Did you catch that?
And it looks like he's safe. Nope.
Nope, they got him out there. I'm going to have to watch. That's the problem because it's – I don't think we can zoom it much more, Connor, because it's – yeah, give me a little bit more first base there. Yeah, that'll be good. There's the pitch. Who's up at the plate here? Isaac Dye, Jr.
1 ball.
There you go now. Here we go now. Let's get a little chatter going on, a little chatter now. This is what they do in the dugout all the time. See, I think I can sit in the stands and do baseball. I don't know if I can sit back here. We'll figure it out, though. Yeah.
And he hits it. On to first base.
Is that foul? Yeah, he's coming back.
It was a good hit, though.
It
Pretty
was good
far.
hit, good contact. Isaac hit a couple to the wall in batting practice during pregame. Saw a couple of them put it on the wall. So 1-1-1 up the top there, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out now for the Panthers again. When you get 3 numbers of the same in a row, it's called angel numbers. I'm not sure what that means, but that's what I keep hearing. That's what a wise person told me.
Pretty interesting.
I
Thanks
think
for
it
the
is.
fact.
I think there's a numerology book that'll tell you what they mean. Maybe it means good luck or something.
And that will be a ball there. 2 balls.
So tomorrow, Instagram, Kailaroki episode 2 will be out. Look for that sometime towards the end of school, sometime after lunch tomorrow.
Ball 3.
What else we got coming out this week? Of course, we got 2 more ball games this week. Probably have a few more list videos I'll try to get up. Some of the assignments kids been working on. That one's low in the dirt. That's ball 4. That'll put Dye on first base. Here comes our pitcher, Branson Dean. You know this kid at all?
No, sir, I do not.
Had him in class last year, isn't that right, Lucy? Yeah, because you were in class with him. I get that. He's, I think he's an ag kid. I see him in Miss Miller's class a lot, I think. So, I believe you. That's just a funny way to say it. We like it. Strike 1 there on Dean. He's got that bat at an angle right there. He didn't go. It'll be a ball on that. For those of you watching out there, how's the scoreboard looking up there in the corner? Is that visible to you? I'm sure they'll let us know. Nobody in the chat. Nah, they'll text me. It'll be fine. It's mostly just Erica watching, I think. She'll let me know when we mess up. Strike 2 on that one. Lucy says you should come to a game. Maybe when we start moving up towards Knoxville Way for some games or something. Strike 3 on that swinging. He was going to take that. If he got a hold of that one, that would have been interesting to see where that went. So, 2 outs now for the Panthers. Runner on first. Dye on first over there. Let's see who's up next to the plate. Here's this Connor Turpin. Yep. You know, basketball is pretty consistent. Football pretty consistent with who's starting each week and what position. Baseball, because of who's pitching, you know, it's always kind of in flux. There's a couple that you can count on to be in the same spots, but with so many of our pitchers being fielders this year, like I think Dean's playing third or maybe outfield. I know Isaac that's playing center field is going to pitch some. So I know when Click comes back, he'll be playing on the infield, but he'll also be pitching some. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of lineups gel the best for Coach Clemens this year.
That's another thing about baseball is compared to different sports, you always have
Dye's going. He's going to try to steal. Gets that. Go ahead, man.
different people, and it always keeps the game interesting.
Yeah.
When you have different talents and stuff.
Yeah, that's for sure. Get an opportunity for a lot of different people to get out there and get some reps. So we were well represented by baseball last year with Tyler Meigs and Brandon Bell. Shout out to our LCTV alum. Still got to bring me your banners so I can hang them up on our Hall of Fame or Wall of Fame. Here comes the pitch. 1-1 count. Make that a 1-2 count. 2 outs now. Runner on second. What if we could get any graphic stuff for this? Like a pitch count at the bottom, Connor. What do you think? You think that'd be more difficult than a scoreboard for basketball? Inside pitch right there. Ball 2. Okay. We're just throwing out ideas. If there's something that you all would like to see, let us know in the chat. You can text me. You can email me, mtbaldwin@lenoircityschools.net. If you want to sponsor something, you want to make a suggestion, you got something you'd like to see, something you don't want us to do, let us know. Can't get better if you don't know what you're doing wrong. And we're here to serve the public. So you're our constituents, our viewers. We want to give you what you want. So, yeah. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second. Just 2s across the board there, Mav.
Is that considered an angel number, or is it just the
100%.
ones?
100%. 1-1-1, 2-2-2, 3-3-3, so on and so forth. Going to say ball 3 on that. So full count now for Terp. Turpin's a bit of a character, isn't he? He's always got something funny to say. And here comes the pitch. That's a called strike on that. Terp thought it was a ball, so that will retire the Panthers. So after 1, it's 1-0 Meigs on top of your Panthers. We'll be back with the second inning here momentarily. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying now. Okay. Because it wasn't lit up. Is that picking up any ambient noise? So there's nothing going on. There's no. I don't want to get a copyright strike for music in between innings. You know what I mean? Okay. We'll have to go back and check that. Oh, excuse me. First pitch there, little dinger. It looks like they got him. Sorry about that, Panther Nation. Appreciate you watching up there in Newport as well. We're down there in Madisonville as you're getting ready to play a ball game, Hunter Click. Swing and a miss, strike one there. Sometimes it's not about getting the strike. It's about putting that ball into play so you can make those plays and turn that easy out right there at first base. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Maverick, you're so polite. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you for having me on tonight.
Brother, thanks for coming on and doing it. Thanks for being flexible and sliding over. So, one ball, okay, so.
Angel number.
Yeah, boom, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Lucy, look that up. See what 111 means for angel numbers. Go ahead and have 111 and 222 pulled up for me so I'll know. If you would, please.
Strike one. Oh, strike two.
That's strike two. Here we go now. Okay, so 111 is positive change. Okay. Aligning with intentions. Our intentions are to get this other side out and win this ball game. So I think that lines up with it. And a swing and a miss on that. So that'll be strike three. 2 outs now. 2-2-2 signifies balance, harmony, collaboration, and trust. So now we know. We're coached up here, Mav.
We're all good. Thank you.
Opportunities. And what was that one again, Lucy? I just forgot it already. Balance. Balance, that's all I needed.
This may be common in many baseball things, but for a
ahead.
sophomore, being a pitcher, which is hard to get into, that's really
Sure.
impressive, 100%.
I'd agree with that. Anytime you're getting some of these younger guys, especially like there's such a difference in not just level of maturity, but your physical stature between your freshman year and your senior year. So a lot of kids hit that growth spurt in that sophomore, junior year. That's something Coach Brewster and I have talked about. When they come back for junior year, they're typically bigger and stronger. But so yeah, being out there as a sophomore says something about Dean's ability and his athleticism. So, but you're right. That's got to be. But there's that mental maturity part that comes in, and while I think Dean can handle it, there's other kids, and not necessarily here, but there's other kids at other places. You know, when I was a sophomore in high school, I couldn't handle that. I couldn't handle much. I couldn't handle going to class. So, ball's hit up. Looks like that's into shallow left, and it looks like who's playing left tonight?
And that's
Luke Chadwick grabbed that, our quarterback. Snagged that. So good job by Chadwick there to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Panthers. That's the way we do Panther baseball right here on LCTV. We'll be back with the bottom of the second. Since we can set it up ahead of time, we're going to get some good stuff. Welcome back now, bottom of the second inning. Who's at the plate here for the Panthers? It looks like Stephen Abercrombie, little Stevesy. Of course, his dad really has cleaned up this press box. It's just the cleanest I've seen the press box in 2 years, 3 years now. Looks good. Yeah. Let's see. What was the call on that? Call that a strike. What is that? Oh, that's that light coming on. I thought we had like a telestrator. You see how that little streak's right there? That's interesting. 2-1 the count now. Meigs throwing a righty today. Swing and a miss on that. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now for Abercrombie. Ooh, brushing him off the plate there. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. What do you think's going to happen here, Mav?
I'm going to call this one a ball.
Okay, you're going to call it a ball. I think I'm going to call a hit.
Oh, that's a real good one.
And we were both wrong. It was a strike. That happens. Here's something you'll learn the more ball games you do with me, Mav, is that if I say something's going to happen, it's probably not. So
that's my luck too. So
well, maybe we'll cancel each other out. Maybe we'll be like double negatives in math, and we'll get it going. Coming up next for the Panthers here, Lane Claybo playing right field this evening. First one swing and a miss there. So Panthers still a pretty young team. Only got 1 senior in Hatmaker. I think only 2 juniors with Click and Die. I think everybody else, or Abercrombie's a junior too, isn't he, Connor? Okay, so we got 3 juniors. The rest are sophomore and freshmen. So who?
and he hits it.
No.
And it,
I don't see him on. I didn't see him on the thing that Clement sent me. Yeah, but it looks like we got quite a few. This is the biggest roster we've had in a long time. So, yeah. But I think their only juniors are Abercrombie and Isaac and Hunter. Because Terps is a sophomore, isn't he? Okay. LCTV well represented this year, both varsity and JV. 0-2 the count now. Make that 0-3. So Claybo, who's a switch hitter from what I understand, something his dad was telling me before the game. This brings up Noah Morton playing second base. This guy's a freshman. I don't know anything about him other than everything I hear about him. He's a real good kid. And that's what you really like to hear. That's more important. But, is Luke a junior? Yeah. Or is he a sophomore? I thought he was. Okay. So we got 4 juniors. Anyway. We'll get it figured out. So still a relatively young team because Luke didn't play last year. At least didn't play varsity. 2 strikes now. He didn't play varsity. He might have played JV. But, I mean, that was I would have seen his name in the lineup last year. Here comes the pitch. Called third strike on that, so 3 up, 3 down for the Tigers. So we'll be back with the top of the third inning right here on LCTV. All right, we're back here for the top of the third inning. Appreciate you all joining us on this Tuesday night here. Panthers down 1-0 to Meigs. Meigs stole one there in the first inning. Otherwise, 3 up, 3 down last inning. Ball's in play. That's going towards right. He caught that?
1 out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sure did. Stephen Abercrombie chasing down that foul ball. Collecting the out. That's what we like to see. 1 pitch, 1 out.
We do like to see that.
That's how we do it. Ideally, that's what you do every time up, right?
Right.
You're throwing like 27 pitches a game or something. I'll double check on that 7-inning rule after this. I don't know why they'd put 9 anyway. Strike 1 right there. 9's for what? Well, and I'd say probably they don't want to make different scoreboards and everybody just make the same model. You know what I mean?
Strike 2.
There we go, Mav. Was that? Yeah, but this isn't a district game because we're playing. These guys are like 2A in football. So, and we're 4A, so there's no way we're in the same baseball classification because I think there's just 3 in baseball. I think it's 1, 2, and 3. So, like baseball 1A. So, for those of you out there who may not know, TSSAA has different divisions for different levels of sports. The bigger the school, the higher the number. So in football, it goes up to 6A. And your bigger schools, Maryville. I'm trying to think who else we would around here would be. And there's a hit right there to short. Over to first. Yes, sir. 2 up, 2
And he's
down.
out.
That's what we like to see. But schools like Maryville are 6A. William Blount 6A in football. So some of those, maybe Jefferson County, somebody like that. course, we're in 5A. People like us, Oak Ridge, West, Bearden 6A, Farragut 6A. Then there's 4A where Alcoa plays, but that's schools like Carter. Then you got 3A, which schools like Sweetwater, Strike One.
Oh.
Yeah, you got it, Mav. But football has the most with 6 divisions. I think basketball now has 4, but baseball and softball, to the best of my knowledge, still just have 3. So you combine your footballs, your 1 and 2A football are 1A
Ball 1.
stick ball, attaboy. 3 and 4A are 2A, and then 5 and 6 are 3A. So I think we're 3A baseball. I should probably research that this week. I got to get another stats department, don't I?
Strike 2.
Oh, boy. I bet Clemens will let us have the book. Now, Conrad, and we're just workshops and stuff up here, and there's the ball into play, hit right up to short, scooped up there by Brian Myers. Gets him out there, so, hey, that's what you'd like to see. I think that was a 3 up, a 3 down. Trace Abajo, Trace, down. There we go. Go ahead. All right, here we are, bottom of the 3rd inning. Last 2 times defensively, Panthers were 3 up, 3 down. That's what we like to see. Coming to the plate now for the Panthers is Ryan Myers. What number is he? Is it 7? I don't even have numbers on it. Yeah, I do.
And that's a hit. All
Myers
the way to the
gets the
outfield.
ball in contact, finds the gap right there. Great job by Myers. Freshman stepping up. Great utility player on the basketball team coming out here, showing off, starting as a freshman here tonight in the home opener for varsity. So good for him. He's going to be LCTV zone next year. So
Okay.
he tracked me down after he did that last home basketball game. He was like, hey, I want to be in this class. I said, brother, we'll take you. So
I always think that's important to get involved in many things because it shows your support for our school and many differences too.
goes for the steal there. Pitcher tries to pick him off. He makes it back to the bag. Yeah, I think that's part of a well-rounded education for anybody, especially in high school, getting some reps, trying some different stuff. We always like to have athletes in the class too because it helps. We're covering their games, and they do a pretty good job of. A lot of these guys are not single sport athletes, understand what's going on with other games, so they can really contribute. Like Hunter, one of ours, basketball, baseball. Ryan, basketball, baseball. You've got some guys like Pete that are basketball only, but Pete's at all the ball games, pretty knowledgeable about most sports. Going for a little bunt action there. Looks like he's going to get Myers at second. He's calling him safe. Good eye, Conrad. So great job on Myers stealing that. So both runners that we've had on first have stolen second base. What do you think about that, Luce? Yeah. We did. Do you know that we're the team in the orange? Yes. I was just making sure. That's softball, but like you're asking who stole what. Come on now, Luz. Let's call that 2 balls, 1 strike now. Who we got up at the plate here? Who we got up now? Looks like we got Luke Chadwick. Played quarterback for our football team this year. Football team did pretty well making, second round of playoffs this year? Ball's in play. Looks like that's going to be a foul tip. That'll be strike 2. Is that one of mine? That wasn't me. What's going on out here? What's going on out here now?
We have 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Okay. So full count.
Oh, full count.
Runner on second. No outs. Panthers in pretty good shape right here. Might be able to tie this ball game up. Conrad did get confirmation. It is 7 innings, and we are 3A. Swing and a miss there. That'll be strike 3. He'll send Chadwick back to the bench, and that will bring up senior Jacob Hatmaker.
Another good thing about doing many different things in high school is colleges like to see you. When you put that on your application, they
Sure.
like many.
Yeah, because a lot of yeah, that's something you want to be a well-rounded person. A lot of colleges, like a liberal arts school, you're going to do a little bit of everything. A liberal arts school like Maryville College, you're going to go up there. You're going to take some English, some math, some science, all 4 years. It's very similar to high school in that regard. Here comes a pitch. Ooh, behind him on that one. I'd say in the dirt, but that's in the turf. As you can see, our beautiful turfed field out here, at least the infield is turfed. So that's not actual dark dirt on that. That's turf, which can be pretty menacing to slide on. Heard the ding on that one. That'll be strike 2, foul tip. So Hatmaker's had a pretty big bat. I think he hit one of the only home runs we had last year. Didn't have a lot of home runs at home. Had a couple. For us. There were some other teams that banged some out. Here we go now. Oh, yeah, BB did have one, didn't he? That's right. LCTV zone. Sorry, BB. Little ball in play right there. Gets past the third baseman. He's coming home. Myers coming home and scores for the Panthers. Looks like that might be a stand-up triple, sliding triple there for the Panthers. Hit the wall. That's something, unfortunately, based upon where our camera's at, and until we get some of these other ones going, that we missed a little bit of that play right there. Thank you, Conrad, for being our spotter. So great job with Hatmaker with the sliding triple. Ties the ball game up on the Myers score. So 1-1 now, just 1 out for the Panthers here in the bottom of the third. And this brings up Isaac Dye to the plate. Isaac started as a freshman along with Hunter Click. So even though he's just a junior, he's had 2 full seasons of experience under his belt here. Got a real opportunity to be a leader and step up with this squad here. Played with his brother Jack his freshman year. Shout out Jack Dye, cybersecurity expert. But to your point, yes, Maverick, the colleges do like to see kids get involved with different stuff. And on top of that, you never know what you're going to like. This isn't finishing school. This isn't something permanent. Like, get involved, try some different stuff out. You may like sports, you may not. You may like getting involved in, like Lucy over here, get involved with student government and getting involved with Interact Club and things of that nature. Or being involved with journalism, right? Or maybe you might want to try out the music stuff. We got a great music department over here. Of course, Slint Biscuit with the band, and there's a swing. Ball's in play right to second. He's going to scoop that. Called out on that. Hatmaker stays at third on that. Or did Hatmaker? No, Hatmaker came home on that. So Meigs opts to get the man out at first base. Allows the run to score. So Panthers up 2-1 now. Dean, our pitcher, coming to the plate. So, yeah, get involved. Do stuff. Try it out.
Maybe you could be the next Tom Brady.
Who
in
knows?
Football.
We'll never be another Tom Brady, man. Come on, man. That's my guy. Love terrific Tom.
They can come close, but they'll never be.
Sure. You could be the next somebody, or you could be the first you. Even better.
True,
you could be the
even
first
better.
You, right? So Tom Brady's got more Super Bowl rings than any franchise has. So that's why he's the man. Here comes the pitch. Ooh, a little high right there, a little high. Be ball one. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs now. Panthers scoring 2 this inning. Up 2-1 now on the Tigers of Meigs. And here comes the pitch. Ball's foul tip on that. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Connor, you asked me earlier how I did baseball on the radio a couple years ago. There was way more dead air than this, I'll tell you that. That being said, baseball, going back to its inception, has been a radio sport since really about 1920s. It's been a radio sport. If you go back, there's, you can still hear audio of Babe Ruth games and Lou Gehrig games, Ty Cobb games, stuff of that nature. And baseball, the longest tenured professional sport in America, with maybe the exception of golf, but we're talking team sports here. And so, there's probably 100 plus years of baseball media out there, and certainly longer than that when you go back to printed media. So we're going to be trying out some baseball radio broadcasts this year on our partner station, WLIL, as they get Branson looking on that one. That will retire the side. So after 3, Panthers up 2-1 on Meigs. We'll be back with the 4th inning. Boy, we're getting that timing down. Cut the music right as we're turning back on. That's what I'm talking about. So coming back now, top of 4. Dean still on the hill for the Panthers. Panthers up 2-1 now if you're just joining us. Thank you once again, Matt Baldwin being joined by Maverick Powell up here. Of course, we got Lucy Malone and Connor Callahan working with us this evening as well. This is the real crew up here. It's like strike one on that. These are the tried and true, the true blood, dyed-in-the-wool LCTV crew. Lucy, don't make faces. Connor's just nodding his head because he knows that's right. All those are good things. Looks like strike 2 right there as that ball hit the net. Remember last year how close we were to having a ball come in here a couple times? I don't want him to break any windows. I don't want anybody to get hurt or break our cameras. But, I think it'd be pretty cool. Yeah. It'd be cool if it comes in. Yeah, it'd be a cool shot.
Ball one.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Mav. Yeah. Yeah. We got to find that. We need to Need to get somebody to assemble a bunch of stuff. There's another one. Whew, that one went over the stadium. Big foul tip right there. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. If there's content you guys out there that watch LCTV want to see, let us know. We're pretty fluid with what we can do as far as assignments go. There's the pitch. That one in the dirt off the backstop there. We got a real short backstop here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So, yeah, we've been making some list videos, working on some nature documentaries, but just little shorts. But if there's some content that our viewers want to see, let me know. Email me, mtbaldwin@northcityschools.net. We'll make it happen. Ball 3. So, full count now, Maverick.
Full count. I'm going to call this one a strike.
You're going to call it a strike? I'm going to say he hits it in play and we get him out. All right. Attaboy, Mav. Okay, so we cancel. Yeah, all right. So Mav's the one to call now. 1 out there for the Panthers. Who was it I was doing games with last? Was it Yoakum I was doing games with last year and I couldn't get it? He couldn't get the number of fouls right, and I couldn't call anything that was going to happen. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out Jimmy Yoakum, though. No, it was me and Cody did baseball last year. And then Braden took over for me, which was great. Shout out Braden Holmes. Get your buns up here, boy. Need you up here. Strike 1 on that. A lot more opportunities for chatter during baseball. Maverick, you ever watching professional baseball? I know you said you watched the Vols. Is getting into baseball something new? I know a lot of people around here are into it a lot more than they were when I was a kid. Strike 2. Because of the success of Tony V and the Vols up there.
That was the main reason I don't watch pro, just the Smokies, but
sure.
College, Tennessee, after we won, that's when I really started getting into it.
So the Smokies are moving to Knoxville, right? They were in Sevierville, but they're opening up a new stadium in Knoxville, and I think it opens this season, actually.
Well, I'm going to have to go look at a game then.
They have some opportunities for social media ambassadors, which is something I thought we might look at. Shout out Dr. Taft sending that to me. Because they just want people posting about it. Ball's up and in play. That's going to be foul. Can they get to it? It looks like it was over the fence over there. So, yeah, I think they're moving. So, they used to play in Knoxville when I was a kid. They were a Blue Jays affiliate, so they were the KJs, the Knoxville Jays. So, they were the KJs. Jordan came up here when he was playing baseball for the Birmingham Barons, and I went over to that. That was pretty cool. There goes the pitch. Looks like a ball on that. And it was really cool having that stadium in the middle of the city. You know what I mean? And I think that's where I think it's going near downtown in Knoxville, down towards Old City and Market Square down there. I think. I don't know. I don't know if that opens this year or not. Lucy, look that up.
Yeah, thanks for letting me know about that because I'm a big fan of the Smokies, so it'd be cool to see them home.
Look up where the Knoxville Smokies are playing, or the Tennessee Smokies, whatever they're going by. See where they're playing at. Here comes the pitch. 2-2. That's a swing and a miss. That'll be out number 2. So Dean, after a little bit of a choppy first inning, has really straightened it out here the last 3. Is really showing a lot of prowess up there, a lot of maturity, a lot of poise for a sophomore. I know a lot of people around here like the Braves. I know they've been good in the past few years. That's how it's always been around here, though. It's wild to me that Nashville doesn't have a professional baseball team.
Because that's what they have the Titans there, so
they got the Titans, they got the Predators.
the Predators.
And they've had a AAA baseball affiliate. Think of the White Sox for a long time, as well the Nashville Sounds. So that's it surprises me they don't have a professional baseball team. I would think that they're probably near the top of the list for the next expansion set that comes out for baseball. Ball's over the stadium on that one, so that'll be foul tip. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs now. And maybe that's part of the strategy. Some great pitchers are really good at putting it in there and letting guys get contact and then leaving it up to your fielders. When you've got a really strong fielding team that's swinging a miss, that is strike 3. So Branson 3 up, 3 down once again. So we'll be back here with the bottom of the 4th right here on LCTV. Coming back here, bottom of the fourth. Turpin leading off, or catcher leading off the bottom of the fourth here for us. We're doing a little research here on the Smokies. It looks like they are playing next to the Old City in Covenant Health Park. 7,000 seat capacity, so there'll be plenty of seats out there. And according to balls in play, looks like that's going to drop right there. Nope, he got to it. Hard to see in the dark.
When you hear a ting on those bats and that ball goes
Yeah.
straight out, you know that was a good hit.
And that's something that you hear at the high school and college level is that ting off those aluminum bats. And the pros, you can only use wooden bats.
Right.
So it's a completely different sound. And hearing, occasionally you'll get a high school player that uses a wooden bat and you'll hear a crack. But typically that's the big timers that are doing that. They had some kid 2 years ago, I think he ended up going to an SEC school to play baseball. He had a wooden bat. He smashed one here too. I mean, it was a Farragut kid. We were playing. I think it was Farragut. Farragut or Hardin Valley, something like that. And he smashed one. I mean, didn't quite get it to the gym, but pretty close. So
The only thing about those bats is, yeah, they are good bats, but when you start breaking so many, those bats do not come cheap.
no, they don't. Of course, a lot of those guys got deals with different manufacturers. Things. Louisville Sluggers is still the thing. So, yeah, baseball season. It's a good time outdoors. It's a long season. By the way, speaking of baseball, I had the opportunity to go to a Nationals game over the summer.
Ball two.
A friend of mine is the in-game director for the Nationals, so she does the scoreboard. It's Mr. Harris's sister.
Oh.
She does like the in-game scoreboard. She's the videographer for the team, so she travels. She goes to spring training. So she travels for that. She does all the video packages. She directs. Hey, in the third inning, hey, the third inning, we're doing like a trivia contest in right field on the right field bleachers. Oh, high ball right there. Try to take his head off. 3 balls, 1 strike now. And it's interesting to see, even because this was the middle, and I'm not being a jerk, but the Nationals weren't very good last year. And they were playing the Padres, a team from the West Coast. We're all the way on the East Coast up in D.C. Swing and a miss on that. 3-2 count now. And she had over 40 people working a Tuesday night game. If you're playing the Yankees, sure, right? Or the Braves, or who's a division rival for the Nationals. Ball 4 right there, so that'll put Terps on the bag. That's what we like to see, advancing right there. I was just amazed that you had that many people. They had 10 times the amount of people we have to work that game, so I thought that was pretty interesting. And to see when they plan those spots out, obviously you can't plan out how the game's going to go, so that is what it is. But the things they do in between innings, so stuff that we can't really necessarily do at this level or haven't tried yet. They knew where the cameras were going to be for 7th inning stretch. They knew where in between first and second we're going to this part, we're going to this part in between the second, and so on and so forth. It's pretty interesting, and pretty interesting to see the replay center up there. That replay center was probably half the size of these. It's at least one of these windows, like monitors, different camera angles. It's crazy how many camera angles they got. So those 40 people were also there were probably 12 camera people in there, plus the stationaries they have mounted around the stadium. So it's pretty interesting. Baseball has a lot of opportunities for media coverage. So if you're into, if you want to work in media, you want to work in sports, not everybody's going to be a pro. So if you want to stay around the game, working in media like this is an opportunity to do so. And with, even minor league baseball teams play 100 baseball games a year. And there's hundreds of minor league teams around the country. So baseball really in this country definitely provides, looks like they're going with the pitching change here for Meigs. Baseball really provides a lot of opportunities for just for growth and experience in the media field. I know that the guy that does radio for the Smokies a lot of times does those games by himself, and that's tough. I've listened to him a couple times on 99.1 The Sports Animal. Speaking of radio, we're going to have a couple radio baseball games this year. There's a couple of games where softball and baseball and soccer all overlap, and baseball's the most radio sport out of those three. So our partner station, WLIL, right here, of course, it's WLILCountryRadio.com, I think. Shout out Quincy and the gang. Shout out Cindy Joe. So we'll be having some of those after spring break as well. Yeah. So we're really trying to grow our Panther Sports Network over here. It's kind of our bread and butter at LCTV, but we're trying out some different stuff as well. So community, let us know what you want to see. We're happy to put anything on there that is school appropriate and will get you to watch. Here comes Claybo. We got runners on first and second here due to the Panthers. Claybo coming up to the plate here with no outs. New pitcher. Claybo batting left tonight. He'll switch hitters, can bat left and right. Looks like he's showing bunt on that. Pulls that back. They're going to call that strike one. That looked a little high to me. Baseball's sort of a leisurely game. Not a lot of walking on a basketball court unless you're getting called for it, right?
Right.
A lot of hustling up. If you talk to those coaches, no walking around on a football field. And where's that one going? Popped up, caught by right, so that'll be one out now for the Panthers.
But you're 100% right on that. On all those football and basketball, you barely see those players walking. Like even to halftime, the coach is already pushing them, which is really good for a team because that gets you built up and strong.
Yeah, there's a lot of hustle out there. They talk about that. And there's ways to hustle here in baseball, but it's more of it's a little more leisurely in that regard. So up to the plate now is Noah Morton, our second baseman, freshman here. I need somebody up here keeping a book so we'll know what everybody did. This is just a little pilot broadcast here this evening. We're going to work out some stuff. We're talking it out. Let's call on that. 2 balls now. 2 balls, just 1 out. Got 2 runners on. Love to see the Panthers pick up another run this inning. I think long gone are the days where we're run ruling people. This is going to have to be a battling group of Panthers this year with such a young roster. So, and we're not playing. Coach Clemens got a pretty solid schedule here. Went out and Meigs is not a district team. That's foul. And he went out and found a pretty good team for us to test ourselves against here before we get into district play coming up. Of course, we're playing Loudon 3 times this year, twice at home. We'll have both of those home games. One of them, the April 1st game, will be on WLIL. The one at the end of April should be on LCTV unless it's senior night for soccer or softball. Of course, senior night's the number one. It's swinging a miss on that for Morton. So that's 2 outs now for the Panthers. And that is bringing up Ryan Meigs. So Meigs really started the scoring for us last time, got on. Was the first score there, tied the game for us. Hatmaker followed him, I believe. So 1 ball now. Good eye, kid, good eye. When's MLB start? April? Probably. Let's call it that. Still spring training going on, probably. I don't think we should start till they do. How are we doing on viewers over there, Conrad? We picked up a few. Here we go now. Sure, Mr. Weeks is watching. Hey, what's up, Mr. Weeks? Number 1 CTE director out there. Everybody in this room knows that.
I can agree to that.
Attaboy.
He's always welcoming the students every time we all come in. And I like to say that to all our staff here. They are all really good. And anytime, like when you walk in, they'll just always say hi to you and give you a smile or something, make you feel welcomed.
Well, good. We're really glad to hear that because we want you all to, nobody wants to come to school, right? Nobody wants to do anything that they're legally required to do in that regard, right? If you don't come to school, you can get truancy, things of that nature. That being said, if you're going to have to do it anyway, You might as well have a good attitude about it. And I like to think that most of us around here do, and I'm glad to hear you say that. What do we got there, Conrad? Thursday, March 27th. So, yeah, that's April.
March Madness this month with basketball.
Yep, coming up. That's the week after spring break. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs now. This for Myers up here. Swing and a miss, so full count, 2 outs, 2 on. Put the ball in play here, and put the ball, a hit here would be big time. Maybe put one back against the wall, that'd be really sweet. What we got here, Mav?
Strike. Oh.
Oh, would have been. I heard the tip. That's the thing about those metal bats. You can hear the ting off of it, right? So you know if they made contact or not. Can't always hear that with a wooden bat.
And when you hear it, you just know it's a good sound.
Yeah, it is a good sound.
Unless it goes up and over, but
We don't like those. Ooh, hit him. Pitch got a little bit away from the pitcher there. So that'll juice the bases here for the Panthers. Bases loaded, 2 outs here, bottom of the 4th. And that will bring up Luke Chadwick, our left fielder for the evening. Let's see what Chadwick can do. Chadwick looks like he is batting left as well. So lefty's a little bit harder to pitch to in baseball. 90% of people in the world, this is statistically accurate, 90% of the people in the world are right-handed. But left-handed people are the only ones in their right mind. You're left-handed, Conrad? Maybe that's why we get along so well. What's that? Look it up. You look it up. I'm trying to pretend like I know something about baseball. You're sitting at the computer. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Chadwick could take a step out of the box there. What's the number? What is the question? What percentage of people in the world are right-handed? It says 85 to 90, huh? How about that, Luce?
ball 2.
Ball 2, that one got behind the catcher there. If we had a longer backstop, might have tried to advance the man from third base right there, but we got such a short backstop here. Really not a lot of space behind the catcher. You can see where that pole's at right there behind home plate. That's the edge of the backstop. So some schools might have 10, 12 feet behind the catcher. We might have 6. So short backs up there. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 2 on. Excuse me, bases juiced, loaded. Fully loaded.
Baseball.
I'm waiting for that apology, Lucy. You don't believe in apologies? It's probably why Conrad's in such a bad mood all the time when you're around. I don't know. Well, you know what? Maybe that might be a good project to do in class. Swing and a miss on that. Full count, bases loaded here, 2 outs. Let's see what Chadwick can do with this here. Maverick, I'm pretty hopeful for Panthers just getting this ball in play and seeing what happens.
And for our first game, we have played really well tonight, getting those 2 points.
Runs.
2 runs.
Attaboy.
It's hard work to do. It's not. It may look easy, but when you're out there on the field, you have all this pressure and math you got to calculate in your head. So it's not as easy as it looks.
You're right. So get some looking on that one. So after 4, it's 2-1. Panthers on top of the Tigers. We'll be back with the 5th inning in just a second on LCTV. you shaking your head about, Lucy? You did hate Taco Bell your freshman year. Yes, you did. Well, Connor's coaching you up. You got to start eating chalupas, though. Yeah, that's right. Here comes the pitch now. First one's down. That's strike. That's what we like to see. I know we don't do any free plugs over here, no free commercials, but I'll talk about Taco Bell all day long. Maybe they'll give us maybe they can sponsor our pregame meals. If anybody from Taco Bell corporate is listening, because why wouldn't you be? Help us out over here at LCTV. Just give me like one of those cards like people have at Subway where you can just get free stuff. And strike two, by the way. And love some chalupas, grilled cheese stuffed burrito, Conrad. That's a home run. Cheesy gordita crunch. You know, they've got those kits you can buy at the grocery store. I don't know if you've seen that. Eric and I made some the other night. If they'd been a little bit fresher. Strike three. Nope. What's the call on that? Anyway, this is pretty good. Love some Taco Beef. Where you at on Taco Bell, Mav?
When they used to have their collab with Cheez-Its, I love that Cheez-It quesadilla.
Did you? Okay.
Or
the Crunch Wrap.
Crunch Wrap.
Breakfast is a home run at Taco Bell. There was strike three. My first tour duty up here back in 2014, I was teaching government and economics when they started Taco Bell breakfast, and I used it to teach a lesson about supply and demand and different things that week because the big lesson I used to try to teach in econ was when businesses compete, consumers win. So now that Taco Bell is entering the breakfast market, strike one, McDonald's gave everybody free coffee for 2 weeks if you came in, right? And then now you can get breakfast at McDonald's at 1 o'clock, right? Before McDonald's cut you off at 10. Taco Bell's like, we'll do it till 11 the way breakfast is supposed to be, right? And so those businesses were competing for our breakfast dollar, and we, the consumers, won in that scenario. They don't have the waffle taco anymore. Speaking of waffles, I had a burger over the weekend that had waffles, strike two, as buns over at Inskip Grill in Knoxville. It was wild. It's pretty tasty. They got a whole bunch of crazy burgers over there, like super tall burgers. I don't like the tall part of it. They got all kinds of different crazy buns and stuff. Yeah, hot rods. Yeah. Little bunt right there. Gets a man to first. Good job by Abercrombie there, not letting that ball slide in the outfield. So, man on now. First hit, really, for Meigs since first inning. So, Dean did a good job there. 3 scoreless, hitless innings, 3 up, 3 down in those. So, doing a good job holding it down. Giving up waffle burgers for Lynn? I've only ever had one, so that wouldn't be a problem. Yeah, that's fine. I'll give up waffle burgers for Lynn, no problem. Sure. If you keep calling me fat, somebody's not going to be passing this class when I get to work tomorrow. Huh?
Ball two.
What do I think Mardi Gras is in French? Yeah, I knew that. Because Mardi means Tuesday. Right. Like foie gras, which is duck fat. It's actually, you know what it is? It's actually duck liver. It's cooked in duck fat. That's why they call it duck fat.
Hits it.
Little just right past Dean on that. Advance the runner to second. Ball goes past Abercrombie. Advances the man to third. So now I got runners on the corners here for Meigs. We're going to have to lock in here. Quit trying to give me French lessons. I probably do Francais. What's that? Dean is? Oh, pass ball. So advances the runner to second, on that pass ball there at first base. I think that went into the dugout. So here we got to get locked in on this. We got to give the Panthers some good energy here. So Dean up here now. Got runners on, 2 runners in scoring position, 1 out. I think they're in the middle of their lineup by my estimation. Here's the pitch. Ball's in play. Good stop right there at short by Myers. Gets the man out at first. It'll hold the runners at second and third, but it'll get us 2 outs. So great job by Myers on that. helping the Panthers out. Pulling our foie gras from the fire there. Yeah? Lucy, how do you say fire in French? I thought you knew everything about French. You got to know fire. Oh, I will. I'll take you to court. What about that? What about a court TV show where we had people sue people over school stuff? I think that could be pretty funny.
I tuned in for that.
Faux. Faux. It's not South Asian food. It's not faux. Foo. I can't tell what you're saying because you live back in the holler. You don't speak English like the rest of us. Here comes the pitch. That was low. That'll be ball 2. We got to get this guy out right here. Got to keep battling here. Battle Panthers. It'll be interesting to see if Coach Fleming's opts to. He went. Come on, Blue. It's going to be ball 3. So something when they check that swing like that, if they come past a certain point, Maverick, they're going to call that a strike. And in my opinion, if the other team's doing it, he went. You know what I mean? He swung.
Right.
In my opinion, if it's the other team, and we never do it.
I'm on with you on that one.
We're pro Panthers around here, bud. Panther Sports Network, PSN. That's the new branding initiative we're coming up with. So, looks like the Panthers going to have a little conference here. Kind of coach Dean up a little bit here, brother him up some. Is Plemons out there? Okay. So Plemons showing a little faith here in his sophomore pitcher. You know, you got this bases juice right here with 2 outs, so an out here would be super helpful. You got to keep battling, do the Panthers. Having a little conference out there, you know, used to you could do as many of those a game as you wanted, and Dakota Vincel used to milk those as much as he could, and now we're down to a little more reasonable. I think you can do 3 a game. So, I think that's right. Swing and a miss on that strike 1. He was swinging for the fences, though. Was the Meigs batter. Just a little inane chatter right here. Appreciate y'all liking the video. If you haven't already, please strike 2 off the foul tip. Please subscribe to our channel. We are so close to some of the monetization thresholds right here where we can, and we're not going to make a ton of money, but it'd be great if we could make a little bit of money for the work we're already doing. We're trying to get our viewing hours up. I think we're less than 2,000 away. Ball's in. Looks like he got him on that. Dean coming through in the clutch right there. Panthers getting out of trouble. Had those bases loaded there, Mav. It looked a little dangerous for a minute, but Dean calm and cool under pressure. How many hours we got left? What's that? So how many do we need 1,300 more. Okay. So we need 1,300 more hours of content that is not got copyright strikes on it, right? Because those copyright ones do not count towards that. So any of the originals and things that we have on there, for example, channel surfing I know is clean all the way. There's no copyrighted content in there whatsoever. So, yeah, check it out. That's a good 8-minute video. Maybe some. I wonder if those choir concerts would count for that, because they're pretty long. They're like an hour. Okay, because I think those are covered under like some free use stuff, because they're not making money on it. Anyway, yeah, help us out. We're trying to monetize here. We're trying to grow this channel. So we appreciate you all tuning in and supporting. So like, subscribe, share, all those things that they say. Ring that bell for notifications, but you don't have to do that. We're just practicing being YouTubers around here. As we're mid-inning here in the bottom of the 5th. So who the Panthers got up here? Who was last at bat for us? Was it Chadwick? Might have Hatmaker coming up. Might be top of the order. That'd be nice. You know, baseball's another thing where you want to have a couple strong hitters at the front of the lineup. A lot of times you get to the bottom of the lineup, you've probably not got your best hitters. But some coaches like to switch it up. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna try to see if I can figure out what Plemons likes to do with that.
It's interesting to see because as you start off from this game to their end game, that list right there, you'll have to get a whole new one because there'll be nothing the same.
Yep. You're right. That's the thing about baseball. That lineup changes all the time, and you never know what combo you're going to get out there. Some of them gel so much better than others. But a lot of these guys, the freshmen and sophomores, have played together for a long time and a lot of different stuff. And I think Dye has played in the city system around here with a lot of these guys. He and Click both. Abercrombie played with a lot of these guys for a long time. So, we're pretty fortunate that we're really just pulling from two schools, and we're not some of these Knoxville schools that are pulling from 3 or 4 schools and guys who don't know how to gel well together. So, who is that? The number 14? All right, that's Hatmaker. So we're at the top of the lineup. So senior Jacob Hatmaker leading off here. I'm sure his girlfriend Riley's out there. If not, she's watching at home. What up, Riley? All right, well, we're getting some viewers. Getting some watch time at least. So Hatmaker at the plate. Swing and a miss on that one. Maverick, what they have for lunch today?
We had nachos, beef, and beans, and it was delicious.
Okay, I'm glad that you enjoyed that. I think tomorrow is steak and gravy day.
You are correct. I looked at the menu.
We're having the CTE birthday lunch tomorrow. We're having a breakfast bar. I'm gonna have to have 2 lunches tomorrow. I'm gonna be full.
I might bring me a bag and just sneak in there.
Hey, you know what? It's for mine and Mr. Labreezi's birthday celebrations. I chose. We elected. He and I chose. I like to do a cereal bar every year, but Labreezi was good on breakfast, so hopefully we'll get a breakfast casserole or something out of this. And there's the pitch. 2 balls, 3 balls, 1 strike now. I got to stop and buy some cereal tonight to take with me tomorrow.
What's your favorite cereal?
Oh man, that's a loaded question. Day in and day out, I won't say no to a bowl of Frosted Flakes. I tried and everywhere that has cereal, it's kind of like a Coke, right? Like everywhere that has soda has Coke. Everywhere that has cereal has Frosted Flakes or Cheerios, right? I tried some Frosted Flakes donut holes. I'm not a fan of those right now. I love Pebbles, swing and a miss on that. I'll retire Hatmaker. 1 out now. Big Cinnamon Toast Crunch fan. I do like all the different versions of that, except for French Toast Crunch. But they had gingerbread toast crunch as Isaac Dye comes to the plate out for the holidays. That was pretty good. Sugar cookie crunch. That was good.
So there's strawberry flavor?
Frosted Flakes. Their strawberry milkshake. Those are good.
Oh.
But I love all the Fruity Pebbles, the Berry Pebbles, which all have all the girl characters on the box. Of course, Cocoa Pebbles. Come on now. I love most cereals. Swing and a miss there from Dye. 1-1-1, the angel numbers right there. Not a Crunch Berries fan. Don't like healthy cereal, obviously.
Right.
Doesn't have a cartoon character on the box. I'm probably not interested. A sleeper hit, Golden Crisp. Not a lot of people your all's age know about Golden Crisp. It's a good one. Huh? It's a Golden Crisp. It's like those beaver nuggets you get from Buc-ee's, but smaller form. They're real tasty. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out now. I guess I'm talking about food so much because I'm getting hungry.
I can agree with you.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I can agree with you on those Cocoa Pebbles. Who doesn't love chocolate milk with their...
That's right. That's right. You know what? Maybe I'll go to Crystal tonight. I ain't had Crystal in a hot minute. Here comes Dean to the plate now after clawing and scrapping that last inning. Showing some poise and cool under pressure there. See if he can get the bats going here this inning. I don't know, man. Maybe like a double cheese crystal or something. I heard they got a patty melt now. Have you tried it? It's right next to Matlock where you work, right? Oh, yeah? Crystal Breakfast is slept on. Like Sunriser? Let's go. Okay. Real high ball on that one. 2 balls now. That was up above the catcher's head. I should probably stop talking about food so much. I'll start getting some endorsements. I gotta find a way to make some money on this. We gotta find a way to get some local places to just give me stuff.
Like Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about Dunkin'. I'm a Krispy Kreme guy, 3 balls now.
Oh, I'm definitely crispy more than Dunkin'.
But Dunkin', people really seem to love their coffee. I know my dad drinks 2 of those frozen ones a day sometimes. He's like the one he goes to the same one all the time. He just pulls up and says, "Hey, it's me, it's Buster," and they walk Di on that one, or excuse me, Dean, and so they know what he has every time. All I have to do get it for Christmas. He's real easy to shop for. Is get him a Dunkin' card. But I like their little donut holes. What are those, Munchkins? I think they're called.
I think you're. I think they're Munchkins.
Yeah.
I think Dunkin's coffee, more than most, are mainly energy drinks, but
Yeah.
like as a coffee, which that's what coffee is. But
Yeah, sure. It's the original energy drink, right?
Right.
Lucy, you drinking coffee yet? Oh, boy, that's healthy for you. It does. 2 balls now. That's why so many people like the flavored stuff. I mean, Starbucks is making money hand over fist. I know, like, their stock is down right now, but I see kids walking around Starbucks here every day. Swing and a miss on that. Strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out. We got runners on first and second due the Panthers. So what else is going on around school? We got spring break coming up. Won't be televising any games on that. Strike 2. We've got 3 the week we come back from spring break. Is that right? And then 4 the week after that, and I think 3 the next week, or it might go 4-3-4. I'm not. There's going to be a lot of ball games out here. He's going for third there. He's down. Oh, yes, sir. Both runners stealing there, advancing. So runners on third and second here. 2 outs there. Abercrombie coming up now, just getting that ball in play. Be very helpful for the Panthers here. Panthers still on top 2-1. Tight ball game. Here comes the pitch. A little slow on that swing there. It'll be strike 1. He cut deep on that, almost like he was going for a golf swing on that, Mav. And that's something, golf, track and field, that's tennis, that's 2 things we don't have to televise. 3 things. Strike 2.
Swim. Do we do swim?
No, we don't do swim, but I do want to talk to our swim coach, if I can find out who it is. Strike 3. About maybe getting some underwater, like maybe we'll get some GoPros,
Oh.
do some underwater stuff. I don't know. We'll at least make a hype video or something for them. I think they're pretty good. So anyway, after 5, the score is still 2-1. Panthers on top. We'll be back with the top of the 6 momentarily. Here we go now. Top of 6 right here on LCTV. Matt Baldwin being joined by Maverick Powell, Connor Callahan, and Lucy Malone up here. Getting ready for the pitch here from Dean. First pitch, little dinker right there back to him. You got to scoop that. You got to get it to first now. Oh, little miscommunication there. Runner will be safe. That's you hate to miss those. That's kind of a gimme on that. It's those little mental mistakes right there. You got to stay locked in the whole time. So he and Abercrombie, just a little miscommunication, maybe a bad throw on that. Not really sure. We got these foggy windows, so it almost looks like it's raining there on
It
the
does.
broadcast, It's not. It's just the way it looks. Pardon me. Yeah, we do. Yeah. There's the pitch, little Bunsky. I think they're going to call that foul. Yeah. It's coming back. Oh, excuse me. So, one man on. One strike on the batter. Boy, it's quiet in here.
It's been a good matchup on the game. Two teams, and I think they're both evenly matched in stats.
Yeah, pretty close. Nobody's running away with it. Nobody's. Ooh, got him. Nope. Wild pitch there to try to get the ball back to turf so we can get the man out at first. Nothing doing on that play. But you can't fault the Panthers for trying. A little conference action, a little conference now.
I think it's always cool to see how, when you don't have the coaches, and you can see how the students can communicate and figure
Yeah.
out things themselves. It's a good part of life when you don't have someone, you have people to communicate with.
Yeah, that's a good conflict resolution skill like that, where between two individuals. As opposed to basketball, a lot of it is team stuff. It's all five doing something, right? Or football, it's all 11 doing something. With baseball, there's a lot more singular interaction. There comes the bunt on that. Dean's going to scoop that to Abercrombie, gets the man out at first. Holds the man at second, so good job on that one completing the play. So one out now, top of 6. Yeah, it's you learn how to, and you do a lot of coaching, as a player out there. Of course, you're always going to try to coach your teammates up and things of that nature. But in stickball, as I like to call it, baseball and softball, there's a lot more individual bit of that. There's a little dinker right there into shallow right. Man gets on. That'll hold him at third, though. So runners on the corners here with one out in the top of the 6th. I don't think people realize how sore your arm gets after throwing a baseball game either. I mean, it especially can be a little disorienting when your right arm and right shoulder is so sore and your left one is essentially good as new because it hasn't been doing that much the whole time, right?
Right.
So.
And I bet that feels weird, too, because when you write at school, if it's the same hand, I'm sure that hand has been.
Well, Lord, son, who's writing these days? Everybody's got a laptop. Everybody's got them Chromebooks,
That's
right?
true. That's true.
I've seen some of your all's handwriting. It looks like y'all hadn't been writing for a long time. Looks like some of y'all stopped writing in 2nd or 3rd grade. Mine's not much better, but swing and a miss on that, strike one.
Mine ain't much better either.
Well, that's just Connor, we're not even going to talk about yours. Yours might be the only one that I can point to and say that's worse than mine. I don't know. I know they don't teach cursive anymore, do they? Do y'all know how to read cursive or write it? Strike 2. You know how to write your name. Yeah, you got to be able to sign your name, right? But I remember in 3rd grade we spent like 6 weeks learning cursive. So we had let me old time you for a minute. When I was in high school, not everybody had a computer, so you had to write papers to turn them in, and you had to write them in cursive. So you had to write like 3 pages in cursive. Ball is in play, right back to the wall. That's going to score 1 to tie it up. It looks like the other man's coming around third. No, he's going to stay. So runners on 2nd and 3rd, tie ball game now. 2-2 after Meigs gets one in after blasting that one back to the wall. Hate to see it, especially with 2 strikes on him. That's just part of it, though. It's just part of the game. It can just turn so quick in baseball.
Right.
With basketball, if somebody gets up 10, 12 points. You're going to have to put together a little bit of a run to get back into strike one. Football, you can see that coming down the field, right?
Right.
With this, it's just one play. Boom, it's turned. One good one back to the wall, and now we got a tie ball game and 2 more in scoring position here with just 1 out on the Tigers. Swing and a miss on that. He was swinging hard, too. Strike 2.
These games are always 50 shots in the first round because, like you said, these games can turn around in a blink of an eye. You just miss it.
Yep. Blink and you'll miss sometimes. But then again, there's other games where for that really for if you're a Tigers fan, second, third, fourth, and fifth inning, not much happening for you. You didn't miss much, right? Panther fans for first, second, fourth, and fifth, you didn't miss much.
Right.
All our action was in the third. So, yeah. Soccer, same way, right? Like they can just turn on a dime and, ooh, did he hit him on that? Looked pretty low. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out now. 2 in scoring position. So good luck to our soccer teams, tennis teams, basketball team, softball team tonight. Everybody in action in that regard. Here comes the pitch. Way high, way outside. That'll be 3. So ball 3.
I'm going to call this one a strike.
All right, that's what I like to hear. That's what I'm not even going to say anything. I hope you're correct. It's up. Right to him. Gunning that one towards home plate. A little behind. It's going to score the man from third. But again, that short backstop helping the Panthers out in that regard. Man from third scores to make it 3-2 now. That short backstop keeps that man at second base, so instead of advancing him to third, we've held him there at center or at middle of the field at second base. So Panthers give it up 2 this inning now. 3-2 the score. 2 outs, though. Looks like Coach Plemons going to trust his pitcher right here. High, ball 1. And, as the game goes on, your arm gets sore. You start to lose some of that control that you get with your pitch strength but really in baseball it's about how the ball comes off your fingers, right?
Right.
That's what dictates whether that's going to dip, slide, 4-seam or 2-seam, whatever it may be, knuckleball. So if you're somebody that throws a lot of junk, knuckleball, curveball, stuff like that, and you're not throwing that hard, because it looks like Dean's throwing pretty hard. It looks like he's got a pretty decent fastball out there. It's hard to see inside on that ball too. And, sitting this high away from it and not having it zoomed in on that, it's hard to see the way that ball is moving. It's something that's got to be difficult for you. You got to make quick decisions in baseball. That's something,
right.
too. That's another skill you develop. That was low. It'll be ball 3. Have to get a strike on this guy.
Adding to what you're saying about the arm, I would think the sweet spot for throwing would be 4th or 5th inning.
Yeah.
Because that 6th, 7th, and 1st, 2nd, and 3rd is all your warm-ups and tired outs.
Yep. Yeah. So that middle of the game there, as you can see, 2 through 5 there, Dean was lighting him up. He's warmed up. He's got to go, and he held him to 4 scoreless right there consecutively. So I'm going to call that it looked like a called strike to me, but okay. So runners on first and second here. Got a couple ducks on the pond out there for the Tigers. And now Coach Plemons looks like he's going to come out and have a little conversation with Dean about it. This game's still anybody's ball game. It's just 3-2. But with 2 runners on right here as you're approaching the end of the game, you don't want to put too much pressure on your offense to perform. You're going to get at least one more chance at bat if you're the Panthers. Theoretically, too. If we're up, let's say we score 2 and we get up 4-3, and they go 3 up, 3 down, we're done, right? So that's another sweet thing about baseball. When it's done, it's done. You don't have to go through that other at bat. Looks like he's sending Dean off. Who is he bringing out here? Clap it up for him. We'll clap it up now up here. Here we go now. Who's up there on the mound? Do what? Hatmaker does. Oh, so maybe they're switching him and Hatmaker out, and then Dean will play third or something. I don't know though. If your arm's that tired, you may not want a guy over there that's got to be making throws, right? Let's see. It looks like it might be Claybo. Yeah, it's Claybo. Lane Claybo out there. Let's see. So he was playing first. No, he wasn't. He was playing right, wasn't he? So it looks like, okay. So it looks like Dean's going to be moving to third maybe, and that'll move Hatmaker out to right field where he's been playing the last couple of years. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Okay. You know, we're going to take a pause while he warms up. We'll be right back here on LCTV. Okay, so it looks like Myers is catching. It looks like Hatmaker has moved to short, Dean at third, and he just told me who went to right. Well, I've lost it now. Turpin went to right.
Ball one.
There you go, attaboy, Mav. So, a little shift into the lineup around there. 2 outs here. New pitcher. Here comes Claybo, the lefty. Puts that one in play. Where's that getting to? Right to Terps. Let's see if he can make that play. Hitting it right in the gap did Meigs on that. So, the other run scores there. Vance the man to third. We got runners on the corners now. 4-2. Tigers on top now. That's a tough spot to be put in to come in with 2 outs. You know what I mean? And have
It is.
a couple
I
guys on
agree.
base. You know, we'd like seeing maybe like to see the right fielder get that a little bit sooner, but you know, still anybody's ball game here. Just 2 runs. That's nothing.
We've come back from a lot of what people said we would lose. We've come back
Sure.
and showed them, so
Sure.
I believe we still have a chance.
Oh yeah. Oh
100%.
yeah. No, that's the thing. This is not like being down 2 touchdowns in football, which is that's a whole length of the field to go, right? Like,
Right.
you get a guy on first, you get somebody up there smacks a home run, we'll get a tie ball game. That's nothing. So, really, once you get 4 or 5 runs in baseball, that's where you got to. Anything less than 3 is doable. Really, anything 4, you can get 4 in one at bat, right? If
Right.
you've got the bases loaded and somebody hits a grand slam, you can pick up 4 runs right there. So really, 5 is where you got to start worrying about it. There's another strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs now. Claybo getting dialed in up here. Sometimes it's good to let somebody get that first hit off of you too, so you don't feel that extra pressure. It's like, all right,
Right.
that pressure's off here. Let's just, run them up, fill them in. Myers up there coaching them up. Interesting to see him moving Terps to right. I like something a little different from Clemens there. Of course, there's something about catchers and playing right field because Drew Henry did quite a bit of that last year. Strike on that. Looks like he got a tip on it. So Panthers in a little bit of trouble this inning here. Giving up 3 runs here. Let's see what we can do. See if we can't close this inning out here. 1 more strike and we're sending him to the bench. I think he went. Yes, sir. Good eye, Blue. Good eye now. Here we go now. So we'll come back. It's 4-2 now. Meigs on top of Lenore City. We'll be back with the bottom of the 6th on LCTV. Coming up to the plate now, our new pitcher, Claybo. There's ting on that bat. Caught there. No, it wasn't. Hit first. It's so hard to see. We got to get these windows cleaned or need to get my new contacts in. Boy, let me tell you. Eric, I know you're listening. I got my contact situation straightened out. So there you go. Well, I'm out of contacts, Connor. I wear dailies and got some upsetting emails about it today, but I got it straightened out. I'll have to wear glasses for the rest of the week. I'm going to look like a nerd. I'm kidding. Let's see who's up here. After Claybo is Noah Morton. Strike one on that. Oh.
Ball one.
1 ball, 1 strike now. Panthers got to get these bats going this inning here, Matt. We've got to get the bats going now. Let's get a little chatter in here. Let's get a little chatter in here now, boys.
After that first hit, it's looking good for the Panthers.
Yeah, we got one on. That's what we like to see. 2 strikes now on Morton. You know, this has got to be a little nerve-wracking for him. Home opener, you're a freshman. You're coming up here. Playing now. Meigs up after him. High on that. It'll be ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. No outs. Runner on first. Looks like they advanced him to second. Pass ball, maybe. Let's see what the official's signaling there. Three balls, 2 strikes now. Full count, full count.
I'll call this one a hit.
I'll call it ball 4, and we're taking a bag. That's what I'm hoping for. Let's just get on base. Swing and a miss with the one we did not call, Mav. So that's what I get for trying to predict one. Got a runner at second, though. 1 out now. Here comes Ryan Meigs. See if Meigs can get it going again for us.
He got us those
He
2 runs.
He got us going. Right? He set the
got us
tone for
going.
it. Let's see if he can do it again. Strike 1 on that. Ryan's a good kid. He's going to be one LCTV zone. I don't know about that, Blue. That looked a little low to me. Strike 2 now. Excuse me. Almost past my bedtime. Connor, you stay up till 4 in the morning. Strike 3. This bedtime's not 8:30 though. Yeah, it's tough. You work all the time, Connor. No wonder you're tired all the time. Give a shout out to Matlock Tire, Connor's employer. Appreciate you, everybody over there at Matlock. Been friends of the program, friends of the school. Foul tip on that one. Got a hold of it, though, did Chadwick. Maybe when we get those runs, we make them one, too. Jimmy's been our state representative in the past. Good guy. Real good guy. Strike 2 on that. So after Claybo gets on there, Panthers cooling off a little bit here. Let's see what Meigs can do. Ryan. We need something here. Swing and a miss. So, Panthers, after giving up 3, don't do much at the plate there. So we're heading into the top of the 7th here when we come back on LCTV. Thank you, sir. Lucy, you're about to get banned from the press box. Coming here talking that mess. Maybe I'll stop at Weigel's, get a corn dog. Who knows? You like Weigel's corn dogs? Yeah, it's I'm not a big hot dog. I'll eat a corn dog, not a hot dog. Steak and gravy though tomorrow. Maybe I'll just wait. Maybe I'll just fast. Strike one. Panthers would love to see Claybo get them up, three down this inning. You know what I mean? Helps get us out of here. And by us, I mean the Panthers, and get us back at the plate there with a chance to win this ball game. Ball one on that one. A little high, a little outside was that pitch. There we go. Strike two. Here we go now. Get him one more right here. Get him one more now. I don't know, Blue. I don't know. You called that a strike on Myers. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here we go now, Claybo. Here's a big strike right here. I'm just going to stop saying stuff. I'm going to start saying, here's a home run from the other team, and maybe they'll strike out. Should try that. Here comes a home run from Meigs on this one. If he hits one, I have to quit, though.
Oh.
Where'd that go? Back to the wall. Can't say that either. Golly. Not working any magic around here. No magic with a CK or anything. Not even magic with a C. Or magic with a K. Nothing doing. So, after working a good count there, Meigs gets the double on that one, hitting it back to the wall. So, brings up their next batter here. You trying to think of something I can say, Connie? Magic with a J? Oh, M-A-J, I see. Okay. Okay, maybe I got a little magic with the J then. Maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll get that going. Who knows? Ball one on that. Appreciate y'all sticking with it. I know that we're just the drizzlings right here tonight on commentary. I am, at least. I'm not going to say it about Mav. Mav, you're doing a good job, Stephanie, the first time ever doing commentary.
Thank you for letting me again.
Hey,
thank you for this.
You don't have to thank me. I appreciate you being a team player and stepping up, doing whatever it is that we need around here. So, you're a great guy. Connor's even nodding his head on that. We all appreciate you, Mav.
Well, I appreciate y'all for plugging me in here.
It's just a mutual appreciation society. There's the bunt right there. Scoop by Claybo. He gets that over to first to Abercrombie. He's out right there. Looks like he's going to try to run home is the Meigs guy. Makes it home. So, got the out. Or are they saying that he – I guess they're saying he was safe. I didn't see where that ball went. Maybe that's what's hard to – okay. Okay, we got some things to correct on this presentation, Conrad. Swing tip right there. Looks going to be a foul bounce on that, so they'll send it back strike one. Not the way you want to start the fifth inning, giving up a run right there like that. But it is what it is. So 5-2 the score now. Panthers down to the Meigs Tigers. So, you know, baseball, like a lot of these games, game momentum. And Meigs picked up a little bit of momentum there. In the top of the sixth, finished it off in the bottom of the sixth there with pretty quick, with just 4 batters there. And they're starting off again, riding that momentum here, scoring one early here in the top of the seventh. 2 strikes now. Runner on first. He's going strike swing on that. They're going to say, no, they're going to say, tip that? No. So, that'll be an out. The runner advances to second. So it brings up the next hitter for Meigs. Claybo lefty's not always super easy to hit. Not easy to pitch to because it's since there's so much of the population that is right-handed, it's just something not everybody can adjust and accommodate for. So, what's going on out here? What are we doing? We subbing? Here's something that drives me nuts about baseball players. It's dark. This game started after sundown, and there's still sunglasses on top of hats over there. Like, you weren't even out here when the sun was out to warm up, bud. Why we got them sunglasses on? It's Lord, son, it's probably 10 o'clock at night. What we got here? Checks the runner there. It is Claybo. Here comes the pitch. He's going to bunt. That's going to be a strike on the foul there. What we got coming up here now? He went. We'll say strike one on that. That's right. He sure did.
Looks like we got an angel number on the board.
Here we go. Appreciate that, Mav. Way to be. That's super angel numbers. That's 1111. Good eye, Mav. Good eye.
Thank you.
Way to be. We're learning stuff tonight. Now, what did we learn? One was about new beginnings, right?
New beginnings.
New
yes.
beginnings. New opportunities here. New opportunities for the Panthers to get back on it here. 1-2 the count. One out here. Runner on second. Swing and a miss on that. That will be strike three. So good job by Claybo there, setting him down. So 2 outs now. Claybo got a chance to stop the bleeding here. Panthers can retire this one and gives them 3 runs to catch up. That's doable. Totally doable. Here comes the pitch. That's strike, yes, sir. Good eye, Blue. Good eye now. What else we got happening out here? Got quite a few people out here for a Tuesday night ball game. Meigs traveled pretty decently. It's low and inside. That'll be ball one, so 1-1 the count now. Claybo, the sophomore, up there on the hill. The mound, the bump, all kinds of. Baseball's got a lot of fun terminology. They're going to say that's low and inside for ball 2, but that looked like it was hittable to me. So 2-1 the count. Again, we appreciate y'all sticking with us tonight as these numbers dwindle. Thank you all that have stuck around. We'll get this cleaned up for our next game, which will be after spring break. So I think it's Monday, March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. Oh, yeah. Claywood tried to pick off the runner. Runner was safe. St. Patrick's Day will be our next baseball broadcast on LCTV. So Monday, March 17th. Wear your green or you're going to get pinched. I'm going to call that low, ball 3.
Good communication going out here. Looks like all these players are ready.
A lot of chatter in baseball, a lot of chatter out there, not just from the dugout, but from the boys on the field as well. So, yeah, it's a talkative game. So we'll see what happens. And there's the pitch. Swing. Did he tip that? No, that was just strike 2. Dang. Full count now. 2 outs.
I'm going to call this a strike.
Runner at second. I'm not going to say a word. I'm just going to look down. I won't even look at the play. I'm getting anxious for him. There's a little chopper. Claybo fields that well. Gets over to Abercrombie. There's 3. So that'll do it for Meigs offensively. Meigs 5-2 now as we go into the bottom of the 7th here. We'll be back with just a second with a hot finish right here on LCTV. Look at me, I'm producing stuff too. Lucy, you made that producer or that credits thing, right? Okay. We'll start getting those doctored up day of for ball games. All right, Panthers, last chance to pull this one out here, Mav. Ball one on that. Who we got at the plate right there? Is that Hatmaker? Is that 14? Okay, so we're leading off with the top lineup. This is what we want. Got Hatmaker and Die out there. That's good stuff. Good eye, Hatmaker. Good eye now. I don't know how you're calling that a strike. You didn't call that anyway. Baseball's, it's a lot of fun to argue with the officials. A lot more fun than it is in basketball. You can get away with a lot. That's why it's more fun. Strike two right there. Hatmaker really swinging for that one. Need some senior leadership here. Got to get this ball in play. Need to get Hatmaker on base here one way or the other, by hook or by crook. Hopefully by blasting this ball over the fence. Ooh, strike three. That'll set Hatmaker down. Brings up Isaac Dye. Here's second in the order. Junior number 9. So, Dye now playing in center this year, replacing Will Height. Did he get hit by that pitch? Look how shiny his helmet is. Those are new helmets, I think. It looks good. I'd like to see that polish on it like that. You think we could ever do a post-game presser for baseball the way we did for basketball? Swing and a miss on that. We could, couldn't we? We'll do that for the Loudon game. Yeah. Because it's all boot, and then we just turn these around. Yeah, okay, sweet. High pitch right there, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out now on Isaac Dye. Old Sarge. Good eye, Sarge. 3 balls now. Let's see if we can't get him on base. Well, high right there. That'll walk him. It'll put Dye on first base now. Brings up Dean to the plate. Branson Dean with a chance here. Saw Dean put one against the wall in batting practice and warm-ups. Let's see what he's got. Good eye. Oh, sir. Wish we could have had a strike zone like that when he was on the mound. That was a little wild. Here comes the next pitch. Swing and a miss on that from Dean. So 2 strikes now. You've got to be patient up here at the plate. Patience is something you really got to learn in baseball too, right? Because everybody wants to rip every one of them, right? But you got to have a good eye. Got to exercise some patience there at the plate. You got to battle though. They're going to call that a strike. Oof, it's a tough scene right there. So 2 outs now for the Panthers. So bring up Terps to the plate here. Turpin with 1 on here. Not over yet for the Panthers. Still always a chance. As long as there's a man on base, there's always a chance, right?
Like you said earlier, if we have all 4 or all 3 bases covered,
yep,
that's an easy 4 points right there.
Boom. Boom, right? Let's call on that. Ball 1. Ball 2, and he's going. Dye's going. It looks like he'll steal second. So Dye both times he's got on his stolen second tonight, so 2 stolen bases for him. No, he only got on twice, and Myers stole the other one. So that's 3 stolen bases for the team, but that's 2 for Dye. So I can stat a little bit. What's that? So 3-0 the count right now. Good count here for Terps. We'll see if they'll walk him. This is what you want as a batter. Yep, that one's in the dirt, so that'll walk Terps. So now we've got 2 on. We've got the tying run at the plate here as Stephen Abercrombie comes up. Looks like Meigs is going to have a little conference with their pitcher as well. part of that human game of chess that they play in baseball. What pizza's going to go where? It's a mental test on that. So we'll see how it goes.
It's a mental sport for sure.
Yeah, it's very cerebral in that. There's a lot of getting in your own head type of stuff. Baseball's it's a different sport, that's for sure. Looks like he's going to leave him in, give him an opportunity here to finish this out. They already switched pitchers, didn't they, in the fifth?
I think you're right.
I think they did. I don't know that for sure. All right, here we go now. Oh, they thought about going. That short backstop prevented us from stealing a couple bases right there. So good eye there by Abercrombie. Ball 1. Stephen Abercrombie here. Shout out Steve-O. Senior. Good eye. Oh. Ball 2 now. Maybe getting what we want right here. Lots of chatter over there from the dugout. There's strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on first and second here. So this is the final inning here for the Panthers. Really got to get a hit. Got to get the ball in play here. He's going. Dye steals third. Dye stealing third. And Terps advancing to second there. So now we really do have 2 runners in scoring position. Tying run at the plate. So this would be big time right here. 3-1 the count, 2 outs. See what Abercrombie can do. Step away there for a second. Just step away now. Work on that swing. It's part of that mental game of chess too. Like when those pitchers are locked in and ready to go, and you just kind of step out and give them an extra second to think about it. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. There's strike 2. That's what you see. Full count, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Down 3 runs. Tying run at the plate here. They call that a strike?
Looked like a ball to me.
Looked like a ball to me, too. Looked like a ball to the LC faithful over here as well. But we're not the ones making the call. It's the official. And so on a called strike, the game ends there. Final score 5-2 Meigs Tigers over your Panthers. You hate to see the home opener end that way, Maverick?
I do. It's very sad, but they played a great game tonight for their first game, and they looked really good for the season.
For a young team coming out, played well. You'd like to see the kids win it and lose it on the field as opposed to a called strike. If he swings, hey, he went for it, right? But it is what it is. So Panthers came out, played really good stretch, middle stretch of the game there. Just couldn't really find the bats tonight. But we'll be back Thursday night right here on LCTV for the softball home opener as well as Friday. So for Lucy Malone, Connor Callahan, Maverick Powell, myself, Matt Baldwin, thank you for joining us again. Your final score 5-2. Panthers fall to the Tigers of Meigs. We'll see you all on Thursday night. Thanks for watching, and go Panthers.